Hi, this is Jonathan Lee from Wealth Revolution Group. Today is 2nd of April. I have working from home for several days, and many customers have raised their concerns, their future when they're encountering COVID-19 disease in our community, in our city, in our country. So I have decided to make some videos in the next couple of weeks, try to answer my customers' queries and doubts, worries. Hopefully those videos will be able to help my customer and also the public communities that this may help you to go through the hard times. Today I'm going to talk about the most two common questions that I've been asking for the last couple days. One is regarding to repayment suspension, and the second one is talking about the bank policies, whether that has been changed for the last couple of weeks. Now, the first regarding about the repayment histories and repayment suspensions. This has been asking by the clients, and many clients are actually asking, can they actually suspend their repayment for 6 months, according to the news coming from the government? Yes and no. There are a couple of things that you need to be aware before you put into actions. So firstly, every bank is actually different into the policies, how you can actually suspend your repayment. Most of the banks that at the moment they actually flat out. When you call, you might actually waiting on the phone call for more than half an hour to an hour, and still may not get through the solutions. So I would suggest you, if you actually having some serious worries and you really want to speak to someone, what I suggest you to do is have a look at your bank's website and seek COVID-19 support package. So every single bank will give you some details and let you know what you should do and what sort of eligibilities you need to get through so you can actually apply for it. So that's the first step. The second step is that you will need to think about what do you want to do with your repayment. There's a couple of ways. One, of course, you try to still keep your normal repayment to go through. Second is that you can see whether your bank can actually help you to put your loan into paying just for the interest rather than you paying the principal at the same time. So this will help you to get a better cash flow for the next couple of months. So this is quite a good options for you to actually go through the crisis. Third, you can actually asking the bank to suspend your repayment for a period of time up to 6 months. So what you need to prove is that most of banks will ask is that what sort of asset position are you in, and what sort of issues that you may encounter, whether you have already been redundant or you lost your job. Those questions will place into the assessment. However, very important to be aware is that all the interest payments will be capitalized into your home loan. Okay, so it's not for free. Some people are actually asking that whether it is for free, but actually not. So that what they do is that they capitalize the interest payment into the home loan. So in a sense, yes, you may have a couple months to do without any repayment. However, once this crisis passes, you have to understand your loan will be actually bigger, and because the interest accrued during this period will be capitalized your home loan. So therefore, if you're going to go for the option 3, you need to think really carefully that whether this is the path you want to go. But of course, if you're really having a trouble, that you must to go through this path to help you to solve the problem. Now I will actually go into the second topic regarding to the bank policies, whether the banks are changing their attitude towards to lending. Again, this question is a very good question and asked by a lot of customers, and the answer again is it can be yes and no. Now, a couple of things you need to be careful on is firstly, if you saw the news, the social medias, they are talking about you doing the suspension of your repayment. The government is actually supporting it. However, you need to be conscious is that government is actually sponsor the bank and banks to actually get through this. So what actually been going on is that they need to be careful on what sort of customer they bring on board. Whether those customers they bring on board, sooner or later they're going to asking for repayment suspension. So responsible lending become really important coming from the bank's perspective, and the finance brokers like us need to make a really good proposal to the banks why the banks are going to accept you. So what you need to actually think about is that what position you are in is going to be a great position for yourself. Either you are in the middle of purchasing a property, or you're going to refinance your home loan or commercial loans. You're trying to achieve into a cheaper rate and put yourself in a better position, improve your cash flow. We all need to be actually put our position into a better place and saying what happens if lose your job in down to the near future, what we can or the banks going to help you to go through the path. So therefore that when we're actually doing the process, we need to actually go through with the clients and say, look, what will be the alternative solution or exit strategies, how we can actually make your proposal to get the bank approval. So therefore that when we're actually doing the application, we will think really thoroughly what sort of things that we can pull yourself into a better strategy to get you into the better solution. And that's for today, and that's two topics I want to share with people, and I hopefully this time we are in the crisis, and we should all have a very positive attitude towards the future. And of course we are in the tough period, but all the crisis will pass. We're just gonna concentrate what we have right now and working towards it. Again, thank you very much for today, and I hope you enjoy watching the video. If you like it, feel free to share the video and like my video, and I will share more videos shortly, and see you soon. Take care and stay healthy. Goodbye.